Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce, my name is Rahmat Hidayat Katili, Industrial Engineering Study Program, Class of 2019. Good, I'm here to present the result of my work. This number one, what is meant by ergonomic, cognitive, and cognitive ergonomic? According to Rwanda 2019, ergonomic is attempt to form sciences and technology in art, aligning the world of machine to system, environmental organizations that are competent human capacities and limitations. Therefore, to achieve a safe and healthy environment as well as conform efficiency and productivity through maximum and optimal use the human body. To achieve this condition, the device and air condition and environment must what's human capacity and limits needs suitable for humans with tools. According to Sulianta 2013, ergonomic essences relate to human interaction with the environment. One of which is machine with the art factor that affect both human and machine in order to make improvement that optimize overall performance. Cognitive is a mental activity that makes an individual able to relate, assess, and consider an event so that the individual gains knowledge afterwards. Cognitive is very close to the level of one intelligence. Cognitive ensemble can be shown with some is learning, construction, and idea, and solving a problem. The efficiency of this cognitive function makes a person and easily get along with another. The functions that must be considered are as follows. Is number one, attention is stimulus selector, which will later become the focus of attention and coordinate simultaneously the stimulus in question can be a smell, sound, or image. Number two, memory or memory is related to level of one focus. The more focus, the better the memory or memory is. So how information will be transferred and stored in the brain. Number three, the executive function is a function that directs human to become, plan, and carry out sometimes that has been planned. Number four, long skill relate to how person is able to arrange work when communication with others. Number five, the difference of cognitive function make a person able to feel and recognize everything around him. Cognitive ergonomics is a branch ergonomics which is important topic today, especially in relation to the Industrial Revolution 4.0. We are mental cognitive activity and increasing domination and our number of sector workplace cognitive ergonomics, especially because human abilities and limitations starting from the process for inputting information or stimulus from the environment to then be be processed in the brain, which includes the process of perfection, attention, memory, and responding to this information, the form of discussion making and problem solving. Number two, explain why cognitive ergonomics is important to learn and state the benefits according to you. Because cognitive ergonomics is a branch of ergonomics related to human mental process, include perception, memory, and reaction. As a result, human interaction with the use of system elements. The benefit of ergonomics are all follows. Number one, what improves, for example, speed, accuracy, safety, and reduce energy with working. Number two, time is reduced. as are the cost of training and education. Number three, optimization of human resource by increasing the nature skill. Number four, team efficiency so that it's not waste. Number five, employed conform when working increases. Number six, improve on health. Number three, explains about human information processing along with the stake and example. Human information processing (HIV) is one of the important fields of ergonomy which specially examine a series of complex mental work processes and carried of humans when interaction with our system. Through HIV, study capacity elimination and human mental world characteristics can be understood, which can be utilized in designing optimal interaction. The high-best state receive, store, integrate, retrieve, and use information. Some examples of questions that can be studied through understand hyper what kind of visually disable design solve issues? What operance procedure need to be changed and training method? Number four, example what attention is example and impacts the someone. Attention is disturbed. The principle of physiology definition attention is our concretization of mind in a clear and sharp form against one of several objects simulated initially or from sequential thinking. The essence of attention is focus, concentration, and awareness. Attention is withdrawal from one thing to deal with anything else efficiently and is the opposite condition to state of confusion. Daisy and Carolines, according to Posner and Robert, attention is changed from drowsy state of being alert, being focused on object with decreases of focus on general circumstance or on for responsive rate to response by the will to achieve something to from description above it can be included that attention is concurrence mind really and consciously towards an object be its existing desire to face the object. Attention is one and important cognitive function disturbed studying information new and important will be difficult. The impact of attention is that someone will have difficulty in focusing attention which can later make one activities limited. Number five, example what perception is example and impacts the when some perception is disturbed. Perception is a process that is preceded by thinking, namely the process of receiving and stimulus by the individual through the sense organ called and sensory process. However, the process does not just stop but the stimulus is continue and the next process is called the process of perfection. However, the process does not just stop but the stimulus continue and the next process is called the process of perfection. The process includes sensing after information is received by the sense organs. The information is processed and interpreted into perfection. The impact when a person perfection is disturbed is fear, expressing opinions, problem is thinking, withdrawal. Example, one saw a sharp knife pointed at him from the here processing of seeing. He will then proceed with himself to draw conclusion about the situation he is facing. Number 6. Tell I what is memory. B. Difference between working memory and short-term memory. C. Difference between short-term memory and long-term memory. D. An example of implementing memory. E. Impact when some memory is distributed. I. The definition of memory is the ability to encode, store, retain, and recall information of past experience in the human brain. Much of this information is stored of future control of motor activity and for in stock and processing. They refer to its particular type of sensory signal that passes through a series of synapses. It will, in the future, be about to transmit the same type of signal. A process called facilitation is process important in long-term and memory. In memory, the process of memory consolidation also occurs, namely the process by which new memories or short-term memory and integrate into long-term memory itself is divided into several types, namely long-term memory, short-term memory, and working memory. B. The difference between short-term memory and working memory is a bit confusing, but this is largely a result of difference research using different definitions. Miller et al. Used the term working memory to refer to temporary memory from a functional point of view. So from the point of view, there is no clear distinction between short-term memory and working memory. The delay and width are fairly consistent with this definition, but several descriptions differ from the view. Dating of short-term memory as the only place where it holds unity and described by Atkinson and Severin when they realized that the effects were completely consistent with multi-component system that called not to be classified under short-term memory. They used the term working memory to describe the system. C. The story difference between short-term memory and long-term memory is in two things, duration and capacity. Duration means short-time memory store is eliminated in short time. The concept of short-time is memory limited by memory. Loss of runtime duration. Capacity means there is incretin limited and how much short-time memory can store. If there is capacity limit, a number of memory that are smaller then total capacity can still be stored in short-term memory until replaced by another number of memory. Therefore, to assess the usefulness of the concept of short-term memory, it is necessary to assess its duration and capacity limits. D. Most of these memory applications occurs in the cerebral cortex, but the basal regions of the brain and spinal cord may also store some of the information. This information storage is called memory, and this process is also a function of the synapses. An example to the application, a student memory can to be keep releasing the lessons they have been given by the teacher. E. Here are things that can happen to brain when experience memory problem. Number one, severe forgetfulness. People with impaired memory may forget recent events, repeat the same question and stories sometimes, forget the names of close friends and family members, frequently forget appointments or planned events, and frequently misplace the things. Number two, problem in language memory disorder also cause a person to experience lungs problems, such as difficult finding the desired words and difficult understanding with written verbal information. Number three, function focused people with memory problems are also actually distorted and need to write down as to do something else the day we forget. Number four, difficulty performing everyday tasks. People with memory impairment are also unable to perform complex everyday tasks such as paying bills, taking medication, shopping, and driving. Number five, decreases ability to solve problems. Memory disorder also affect a person's brain function in rational thinking and problem solving. Eventually, they will rely on other people so as their partner to make this question or answer to question that, that they are personally good at handling. Number six, relying on others. The task of self-care in reserve cases, memory, language, and cognition are so they make that suffers cannot take care of themselves without the help of others. Sufferment may not take a towards VA their causes over and over again with instinct that he has taken a shower, swearing causes the impact is that a person experience memory loss and senility and also not remember anyone hit me him so he had before and even had been experienced but had been forgotten is often occurs elderly. Thank you and see you next time.